Welcome to Primary Literacy Lane. We are your proud hosts, Ayana Etienne and Teresa Cross. Our focus for this session will be fluency. Fluency is the bridge between word recognition and reading comprehension. When students read fluently, accurately, automatically, and with appropriate expression, they can focus their attention on understanding what the text means rather than figuring out how to decode each word. Hillsborough County's approach to literacy is deeply rooted in the science of reading, which emphasizes how the brain learns to read through explicit, systematic instruction in phonemic awareness, phonics, fluency, vocabulary, and comprehension. Within that framework, fluency serves as the bridge between decoding and understanding. When students can recognize words automatically and read with accuracy and expression, their cognitive energy shifts from sounding out words to making meaning from text. So let's start with a bit of research. First, we will review Scarbough's reading rope. This model reminds us that skilled reading is made up of many strands, things like phonemic awareness, decoding, and automatic word recognition, all woven together with vocabulary, background knowledge, and comprehension. When word reading becomes accurate and automatic, students can focus their brain power on what really matters, understanding the text. That's why fluency instruction isn't extra, it's essential. Another model is the simple view of reading, which gives us an easy way to think about that balance. Decoding times language comprehension equals reading comprehension. If either part is weak, comprehension breaks down. Fluency lives right at the center. It's where decoding becomes smooth enough that students can think about meaning. When we model expressive reading or have students echo read, we're not just chasing speed, we're helping them free up space in their minds to make sense of what they read. Take a moment to read this quote by Rosinski. Think about any words or phrases that pop out at you. Now that we've reviewed the science behind the importance of fluency and its role in comprehension, let's talk a little bit about how we can incorporate quality fluency lessons into our daily lesson plans. Wonders already builds fluency right into the whole group lessons. You'll see fluency strategies such as modeled, echo, and partner reading woven through the anchor text mini lessons. These routines keep fluency connected to comprehension because students are practicing with familiar vocabulary and ideas. When you take a minute to model your phrasing and tone, you're showing students how good reading sounds and what it means to read for understanding, not just accuracy. The Wonders Tier 2 Fluency Intervention lessons are designed to strengthen students' reading fluency through explicit, structured, and repeated practice. These lessons follow a consistent, repeated reading routine. Students read a short passage multiple times, receive feedback, and chart their growth. This predictable cycle supports accuracy, rate, and expression while building confidence. Although Wonders provides sample practice texts, these lessons are flexible and can be used with any connected text. Teachers can select passages from classroom read-alouds, decodable text, or content area reading to keep fluency practice meaningful and aligned with current instruction. Another great resource that you will find on Wonders Online are these fluency assessments. These fluency instructional resources are intentionally connected to what students are already learning in whole group reading. Each text set includes one fluency probe that matches the same topics, vocabulary, and concepts students encountered during their core instruction. By keeping fluency passages tied to familiar content, we reduce the cognitive load and increase student success. Students aren't struggling to decode unfamiliar words and learn new ideas at the same time. They're practicing fluency with knowledge they already have. This connection between fluency and content learning is powerful. As students reread these passages, they're not just improving accuracy and rate, they're also reinforcing background knowledge, vocabulary, and comprehension. After students have received intentional fluency instruction during their whole group lessons or small group lessons, you will want to check their progress in fluency using the UFLI fluency checks. The UFLI fluency checks start after lesson 35 when students have already learned the basic graphemes. After each UFLI unit, listen to a student read for 1 minute. Count their words correct per minute and record it. When we pair explicit phonics lessons with regular fluency practice, we're helping those new skills stick. Here is how to use the UFLI fluency checks. First off, assess the student one-on-one. Listen to the student read the fluency probe for 1 minute. Record the student's words correct per minute on your fluency tracker. Could be a spreadsheet on your data wall, or it could be some other type of tracking system. The fluency probe will only take 2 minutes per student, 1 minute to assess the student, and then 1 minute to score the fluency check and record the score. Be sure to share the results with the student. They get very excited to see their progress in fluency. Let's talk about where these fluency checks can be found. First off, you will click the K through 5 literacy files in SharePoint. Then you will click the UFLI Foundations tile. Then you will scroll down to the folder labeled Assessment and Data. Here you can find the fluency checks for first grade and second grade. Plan to do a fluency check after each UFLI unit, roughly every week or two. Staying on a steady schedule gives you a clear picture of growth and helps you spot when a student might need extra support before gaps widen. And don't forget to celebrate. A little recognition goes a long way. Here's some examples. Create a Fluency Hall of Fame bulletin board. Hold a Fluency Friday read aloud or track class averages with a rocket chart. Even small rewards, stickers, certificates, or goal graphs build motivation and reinforce effort. When students see that their practice leads to visible growth, they start to believe, I'm a reader. This concludes November's Primary Literacy Lane. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to check out the comment section for more information on how to earn PD points.